What's up, guys? welcome welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, and so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Casper Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Casper. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, Kasongo, yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you still jumping yet? Are you still... It's gonna be a bigger jump very soon. We're gonna look at market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we'll check out prices in details. And once we're done with that, for those of you who are scalping the market, you check on your positions. But the question's still the same. Are we buying Lambos yet? Oh my God. I don't know what I did with my glasses. Maybe it's somewhere here in the office, or maybe I left them in my room. I can't see properly, but hey, I've been running up and down because I'm still designing the website, like I told you guys, right? I'll probably show you a few things, probably not today, probably tomorrow's video, so you will see how far we've come. Okay, but anyways, I will show it to you so you can see. Anyway, you know what? Let me go to my room because I can't barely see. I think I left them there. If I can't find them there, they are going to be somewhere probably in my other side of the office. But hey, let me go right there and let's continue the video right there. Excuse me for a second, okay? Quick second. Yeah, I had to walk from the office to my room because everybody and their grandmama making noise there, and me walking back, I forgot my glasses. But anyways, hey, things are getting crazier and crazier by the day, and still you see people who sit there and they try to sell you something that is not actually there. Okay, you really need to do your own research, or else you're gonna lose a lot of money. There is no two ways about it. You're gonna lose a lot of money. Now we're getting to the point that people are talking about quantum computers, right? And you remember last year I was telling you guys that with the development of AI, okay, quantum computing is not going to be far away. And when you start talking about quantum computing, that is another thing that made me so bullish on Casper, because I don't think Bitcoin is safe when it comes to quantum computing. I don't think it is safe. At first, people thought, okay, you know what? Maybe it's going to take until 2040 for these things to happen, blah blah blah. But the funniest thing is that Google just unveiled that by 2030 or 2029, the first one might be out. And when that happens, you're going to see a lot of people jumping bridges, okay? Which means those of us who want to make money with Bitcoin, we only probably have one last bull run. Because I don't see what kind of upgrade you are going to give Bitcoin right now to be quantum resistance. I don't think there is any, and that is what is keeping a lot of people off the edge of the seat. But you see there, and when you trying to tell people about this, like it is a time bomb that nobody wants to admit exists. Nobody wants to do that. Everybody and their grandmama wants to tell you that it is something that we can push under the rock, and we can deal with it when time comes. Instead of telling you like, yeah, get ready for it. There's still opportunity there for one more bull run if the quantum computer is actually going to come out of there. Although for me, you guys already know, that is not the reason why I'm saying I'm getting out of Bitcoin. The reason why I always tell you guys is because Casper is the real Bitcoin. And Casper being the real Bitcoin is going to start to show up once VProx go live. You understand? Once we get VProx live and we get the ecosystem built on Casper, we are going to start to see the real comparison come alive. The real deal, like, okay, fastest Casper, scalable Casper, security Casper. Plus, you get an ecosystem that everything works on it without even needing layer twos. And that brings me again, one of you guys commented earlier talking about why I don't talk a lot about IgraLab. If you followed me since last year when IgraLab first hit the topic, I told you guys first, one, layer twos, I don't see the reason why we have layer twos on Casper. That's number one. And number two, when you begin to do shitty stuff, when you are doing a pre-sale, oh, you need to hold these NFTs, you need to hold this, you need to do that. Some kind of, for me, I found it to be manipulative. Okay, I don't see, if something has to be fair launch like Casper was, I don't see the reason why you are going to put stipulations. If you don't hold this, you are not going to hold this token. If you do this and blah, 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 which again, you guys already know me when it comes to people having VCs and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of it. That's me. That's why I don't talk a lot about Igra or Casplex or none of those things, because again, time will come when we start building on the layer one itself. I want to see what will happen to all of those layer twos. Yeah, like I said, it is probably for quick money. Okay, if you want to make quick money, invest in Igra Labs and get their token, get their NFTs or whatever they call those things, and price goes up, you sell it. But again, how long will it be going up? That is the main question. How long will it go there? Because like we know, May 5th is the beginning of integrating VProx into Casper itself. And it's not just an integration. It means you can now start building tokens, projects, and stuff on Casper. So if it starts this early, I'm not just asking myself, is IgraLab going to be that relevant? That's one of the things. That's why I'm not bullish on IgraLab. That's why I don't talk about it. I don't really care much about it. I just buy Casper straight. Because again, if you remember, we've been talking about it here. The reason why the dying one, Ethereum, is dying because all these layer twos, right? Although on Casper, there is going to be a difference. It's going to be something different because both Igra Labs, Casplex, Sparkle, all of them are going to be paying rent on Casper. So let's see how things work from there. So for me, I don't want to take the chance. You guys already know me. This is my millionaire journey. I am not in the business of losing money. I am in the business of making money. Therefore, me investing in Igra Lab, I don't have time to really watch it, trying to pay attention to it. You guys, if anybody wants to do it, you can go ahead and do it. But the only thing is going to be like if you get caught holding the hot potato, you have nobody else to blame. Okay? Because the way Casper is designed is that everything is going to happen on the layer one. Therefore, that's why for me, I stay away from all these layer twos that are coming on Casper. Well, maybe we'll see when project starts to build on Casper. I'll probably cover a few of them that I think are good enough that I can put my money on. But that's my 2 cents on Igra Labs and the rest of layer twos. I don't really think they're that relevant to me. To you, maybe they are. Right? You do your own research on that. But anyways, now talking about the overall market, the way things are playing out right now. You heard people when they say, "Oh yeah, the ceasefire." Everybody and their grandmama, yay! Which again doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. And what happened again? No ceasefire. Trump issues, Margex comes out and be like, "Yep, psych, it ain't happening." Because if the U.S. pulls out right now, that will be a defeat. And that is something I'm telling you guys, and I will say it again. That is not in the United States culture. They go in to finish what they started. Trust me when I tell you that. And right now, we are getting to the point that The stones that are getting thrown over there are affecting the entire world. It's not like Iraq. Iraq was just the US. You understand? But now it's the entire world. Therefore, it's not just Trump issues problem. It's everybody's problem. And then now you look at it, who is the one who is going to hold the tiger's tail and tell it, hey, you are doing wrong? Who's going to step up against the US? Nobody. Everybody's talking their tails because they know what's up. So the story's flying out there. There was going to be WW3, and if US didn't act, it would have happened. But anyways, that is none of my business. The thing I'm talking about it is because the opportunity in the market that a lot of people are missing because they are following the wrong narrative is very it is outrageous. Understand? It is outrageous. The opportunity you're missing. I told you, if you want to start looking at a reversal or something happening, April, May. That's when I told you, right? April, May, and it's not going to be the 1st or the 2nd of April. No, it's going to be towards either the middle or towards the end of April. Because again, things are getting very, very ugly. These things is not the first time we've seen it. Every time economy does what it is doing, it always leads to a recession. And I've told you guys, this is the point where you have to start looking at that cash that I tell you. You need to hold cash. And I need to tell you, you need to hold cash because once recession happens, I know a lot of you have heard when they say cash is king, right? When recession happens, stock market crashes, metals crash, Bitcoin, all those things are going to crash. And when they do, if you're holding cash, you can buy those things. You can buy them. Therefore, when you see people talking about, oh yeah, the war is over and the market is going to pump. Nope, it's not going to pump. Before people started throwing stones, economy was already fucked. Remember? Economy was already down under the rug. That's the first thing you got to look at. Economy was already fucked. And currencies were already holding themselves by the trade, right? Currencies were already doing very bad. Therefore, if you remember, Japanese carry trade. Look at the European Union. And because of that, look at the BRICS, people talking about BRICS or whatever they call them. Look at that. So, everybody and their grandmama is going to do the first thing is fix their currencies, right? Why did gold rally? Because that was a big lie ever. And I told you guys, look at that move. It wasn't good, right? It wasn't the way you think they're telling you. It wasn't that. That parabolic move was gonna come back and hand the hot potato to you. I tried to tell you, right? So those of us who put calls, I mean, who shorted gold, yep, I'm doing pretty good on that. I'm waiting for the expiration dates and then I'll cash it out. That's what I'm trying to tell you, right? So you sit there, you watch. You remember the people that bought gold at $2,000, they were buying it like it was going out of style, and that pushed the price all the way up. What do you think they're doing now? Cash is king. Everybody knows stock market is not. Very soon we are going to go to dive on that cliff, not even a breach, a cliff. Therefore, those big money, they are cashing out of gold. They're cashing out of silver. They're cashing out of copper, and they're leaving the hot potato to those of them who jumped in at 5,200. When I was telling you guys, do not play that game. Don't do it. And if you're not looking at the precious metals, you're not looking at stocks, you're looking at crypto. What did I tell you about Bitcoin? I told you it was done, right? And there's like, most people say, how do you know? The way I read charts is not the way you read yours. I read mine way, way differently. Okay, way differently. And last year when I was saying it, like, hey, August, September, or whatever, and was it August, September, July, August, something like that, people did not believe it. And what happened? Now, we came back, it bounced all the way to $74,000, and everybody and their grandmama was jumping onto it. And I told you, nope, don't. It is not time yet. Right? I told you. Because people say, oh yeah, Michael Seller's buying. And this is going to be like the 1,001 times I repeat this. Michael Seller is not buying Bitcoin. He is not. Michael Seller is buying the paper Bitcoin, the illusion of Bitcoin. You understand? He's creating that illusion to keep on hyping it up because he knows the more he hypes it, the more everybody, their grandmama is going to jump into that bandwagon. And then when it crashes, guess what? It's not even his money. It's not even his money. And you can't hold him. You can't hold him accountable for it. Right? So it is right there in front of you. Economy is telling you, currencies are telling you, everything is telling you, like, dude, do not go to the left. Hang on to your right. And then everybody and their grandmama still going to the left. And what happens when the jump, when things crash, the way it is crashing right now, everybody and their grandmama start jumping the bridge. You don't have to go far. Go look at the big companies, Goldman Sachs. Go look at them, for example. What do you think they're doing? Look at the BlackRock, Blackstones. Go look at them. What do you think is happening? If the market was going to run, the shit that they're doing right now to their clients will not be happening. People who don't, you cannot even withdraw your own money from Goldman Sachs. They're only giving you 5% instead of your whole thing because they know everybody and their grandmama is trying to withdraw their money. They see that big moo coming and they know if everybody withdraw, their company is dead. Everybody knows. We are next. We are this close to that recession. Very close. Even if you stop the war right now, even if you do, you cannot avoid it worldwide. You can't, because that snowflake has started to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Once the logistics of the world got disrupted, everything hit the fan. So now, those of you in Europe, you see how things are going? I'm not even saying, but you can call people in the US because I'm not there right now. But if you call them, they will tell you gas prices is going up, food is going up, everything is going up. Inflation is getting even worse. Like I said, the numbers are coming this week. They don't make no more sense right now, right? They don't make a lot of sense. But once you get the numbers from our good friend Jeromicius Powelsius, yeah, yeah, then you are going to find out that khaki is not leather. Khaki not be leather, like we say back in Africa. You are going to find out. Therefore, you that see that opportunity now and you get ready for it. I keep telling you, if you had started it when I started talking about it, your cash stash would be a little bit higher, right? Will be a little bit higher. You'll be closer to at least getting ready to jump into those stocks or ETFs when everything comes down, crashing 50% or more. You'll get it. But yeah, nobody wants to think about it. Nobody wants to know. Now the whispers have started. People have started to whisper about it, that Bitcoin is not quantum resistance. Oh yeah, what will happen to Bitcoin when this and that happen? Everybody start to do it. And like I even told you, AI that everybody and their grandmama thinks it is the new shit, is already, the bubble has started to crash. Now every company that talks about investing in AI, their stock goes even lower. You see it? So things are happening slowly, and only those that can see it are going to be able to make money out of it. It's that simple. It's not even that hard. It's very simple. Everybody telling you, yeah, we're going to run. Look at the job market, the job numbers. People are laying off left and right. And how do you think the government is going to make money if there is less and less people that is paying taxes? What do you think will happen? So it is playing out the way most people thought. And like I said, U.S. is caught in a dilemma. The dilemma is being that they cannot print money because people are looking at, the value of the dollar. People are trying to make the entire world to kick the dollar out of the window. So they cannot afford to do that, because if they print more, the trust in the dollar get lost. The United States of America has a lot that is going to lose. Therefore, printing is not an option. And even so, the money that got printed, okay, due in COVID, is still there, because it didn't have, I don't know how many times I've told you this. Go and try to search. It did not get it did not get absorbed anywhere. They tried to push it to the nation by giving free money, by giving tax cuts, by giving you your returns back on overtime, and all that nonsense that they try to do. Only people who don't know what is happening, they are celebrating, they're happy about it. But the truth is, they are trying to disperse that money because Japan cannot absorb it no more, right? So if you look at all that stuff, look at all of it, it tells you and it points you to only one thing. It's not time to be bullish yet. It's not. But hey, you want to sit there and believe everybody that keeps telling you, like I watch some of these Bitcoin maxes, and they tell, yeah, now this was the bottom and now we're going up. I look at the charts, I look at the indicator, something like the Williams alligator, and all of them on the higher time frame, like the monthly and stuff like that. That thing just started curving downwards. So how is it going to go up, right? Even the weekly candle, like we're about to see in a second, weekly candles on some of these assets. I'm keeping an eye on Casper and Quant, for example. Weekly candles are showing you that we are still in a bear trend. So how is it going to reverse? We're not even talking yet about the macroeconomy. How is it going to reverse? That's why many people lose a lot of money, because everybody and their grandmama is trying to follow the whole crowd instead of stopping for 1 second, just 1 second, and look around you. Does this thing make sense when the bigger one is going that way, right? So if you don't pay attention to it, you will lose money. It's that simple. Not trading right now is better than trading and losing, right? Not trading right. It's time for you to just stop for a second. I think I'm maintaining it here. I think Bitcoin is going to go back down to 50K. I think it's going to go back down there, or even 37. Who knows? Let's just watch how the macroeconomy is reacting, how the fixed stuff, because if inflation hits, Bitcoin is dropping. There's no two ways about it. So those of you who still believe in this store of value bullshit, which again, I keep saying that it's just a narrative they created because Bitcoin fell woefully, you are going to lose money. Every time there is a conflict, what happened to Bitcoin? People don't trust it. People rather put money in gold that was already at 5K than Bitcoin. You see? And it's going to even get worse. Therefore, it's up to you. Are you here to make money, or are you here to lose it? If you're here to make money, start accumulating King Casper, Quant, Jasmine, and cash. Trust me, keep on buying those things and accumulating more cash, because, yeah, well, you are welcome. That's all I can say right now. You are welcome. Anyways, guys, I got to get back out there. Let's look at the market, okay? Let's go see what the market has been doing for the past 24 hours. And to do that, we got our good friend Crypto Bubbles. See, this is what I'm saying. When Bitcoin kicked up the yesterday or the before yesterday, everybody, their grandmama, hey, we going to the moon. And I was looking at it going, yeah. I said, yeah. You see? I tried to tell you, and still, everybody and their grandmama tells you different. But anyway, let's start first with King Kaspa, KAS. What do we have? I told you, pay attention, because it looks like 2.2 cents or 2.5 cents in that range. Anyways, for the past hour, we have 1.5% down, 2.9% down on the day, 18.2% down on the week, 4.7% up on the month, and 53.7% down on the year. You guys are going to excuse me, I'm not wearing my glasses and I forgot them on the table over there. But so, yeah, sitting at the market cap of $862 $0.09 million, and the 24 hours volume traded at $38.63 million. We go to the next one, which is QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. We do have for the past hour laying flat, 2.1% up on the day, okay? 6.4% down on the week, 12.2% up on the month, and 1.3% up on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.04 billion, and the 24 hours volume traded at $10.42 million. We go look at Cubic, high risk, high reward, and we do have here 0.8% down the last hour, 12.1% down on the day, 3.5% up on the week, 95.3% up on the month, and 5.2% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $130.39 million, and a 24 hours volume traded at $3.85 million. Okay, now let's go look at the Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin. What do we have here? 1.3% down the last hour, 0.5% down on the day, 2.6% down on the week, 3.4% down on the month, and 52.1% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $264.54 million, and a 24 hours volume traded at $10.88 million. Now we go look at Jonathan's pet Toro, which he calls Bitcoin, and I call the orange guy. Yeah. Oh, well, like I try to tell you, right? Anyways, we have 1.5% down the last hour, 1% down on the day, 5.4% down on the week, 1.7% down on the month, and 21.2% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.34 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $50.42 billion. So it is that simple. I mean, like you do not even have to look far away. You don't have to. It is right there, right in front of you. But hey, who am I, right? I've been saying it, and so far, even though the things I've said have always proven me right, you still have people who want to throw shit at it, okay? But hey, it's up to you. Maybe you love to lose money, but I'm not in the business of losing money. Anyways, now let's go look at prices in details. Let's see what we got. On prices in details, you can see everything is going down except for the Dixie. Those of you who think that Dixie is going down, except for Dixie, everything is running. And there was a comment, one guy that said, yeah, the value of the dollar going down. Are you really sure about that? Go look at the money market. Compare the dollar to the rest of the currencies in the world. So I don't know where you get your information to, but I like to look at the money market compared to everything else, and you will see the dollar is reigning supreme. That's how simple that is. No, that's up to you. Anyways, now let's go look at, like I said, see everything going down. Correlation still there, although not the way we want it to be. But anyways, let's check the charts in a second. Now, this is King Casper. Remember what I told you, right? And I said 2 cents or 2.5 cents. That's where this is going, because I do not use ABCs, QEAs, or whatever you call them. It's that simple. Ribbon, red, ribbon pointing down. Look at that. Okay, I told you guys the day before yesterday, ribbon was squeezing, but it is not going to go up. It's going to continue going down. See it? Because again, when you look at the MACD looks so bearish, it's not even funny. Even we have a sell signal right there. Therefore, price is going down. Look at the moving average pointing downwards. So out of 4 indicators, 3 have to hit for you to decide the direction of the market. And right now, they are all hitting downwards, okay? Now, if you go ahead and go and look it on the 4-hourly, you see the same thing. What do you see? Ribbon down, moving average down. Look at that. MACD bearish with a sell signal. So again, there is nothing. There's no even point of doing TA. It's just a habit that I have to look at prices in details. But anyways, as you guys can see, it's playing out just like I've been telling you. If you want to go up on the daily, it's also going to tell you the same thing, right? It's going to tell you the same thing. Moving average, going down, ribbon, red, and start to curve downwards. You even have MACD bearish with the big sell signal right there. So there is no point. There is no point. And everybody and their grandmama keep telling you different. Therefore, that's why when I look at it, I keep telling you, anything under 10 cents is nothing but noise. You remember when I was saying the weekly, go look at my videos. I told you, look at this. The weekly candles, what did you see? It's not closing higher. That means that the week that we're going to enter was going to be red. And lo and behold, it is red, right? Because I told you, the move looked similar to this move right here. See? Therefore, it's going to go down. And nobody played it. Nobody listened. We are in a falling wage, okay? And therefore, Casper needs to come back down to test the bottom, then up and up we will go. But it's not time yet, right? 10 cents, nothing but noise. Then 15 cents. And before you know it, you'll be looking at 18 cents, then all-time high. And before you know it, you'll be looking at price discovery. That's why for me, yeah, if I was home, I would have been scalping the market. But you guys already know I'm not home. Therefore, I'm stuck here for I don't know how long. Therefore, I can't trade. Anyways, now we go look at QNT, the banker's coin. That's another one I'm monitoring. I don't know about you, but those are the coins that I'm looking at. QNT right now is playing again. You are getting baited again. Remember that move? What did I tell you? Remember this move when we went up here? I told you, nope, it ain't gonna, it's not it. And again, we're doing the same thing again. That's what we're doing again. So you can, if you're scalping the market, you'll be making a lot of money out of it. And the funny part of it is that, yeah, you just look at it and you will see a buy signal, you buy it, it goes up. Once you get a sell signal like we had here, because if you had a sell signal, you would have seen it came down, right? So you have to scalp the market. But the funny thing about it is that if you're not constantly looking at your screen, you are gonna get fucked. It's that simple, right? Very simple. Anyways, that if you look at it on the 4-hourly, you look at the same thing. This is why I'm telling you we are not going anywhere. Look at the price. Look at these candles. You see those wicks? Those wicks are just people tempting you to believe something else. And then you will be jumping the bridge. Yeah. You'll be jumping the bridge. Therefore, it's not time. Look at the ribbon going downwards. Look at the MACD. It's about to turn bearish. Therefore, it's not time. If you look at it on the daily, even tells you even much more clearer, even more, because on the daily we had a double top. You remember when we talk about it? The opposite of a W is the M, and the M is going to go down because right now Quant has broken the resistance. I mean the support. We're now down it. Therefore, here next target sitting right there, $62. That's the next target. So you do you, I will do me, and God will bless America. Therefore, yeah, you can even see it right there. There's a big sell signal right there sitting. Okay, so it's up to you if you want to if you want to follow everybody and their grandma. I'm telling you what they're saying, because again, things are playing just like I told you they would. Okay, now that's why when I look at it, I keep telling you anything under $125 is nothing but noise. Okay, above that 151, then 176, and before you know it, you'll be looking at $230. If you can kill that, and then we will be looking at all-time high and then price discovery. So it is up to you. Okay, do not get played. Do not get played. Just like I was telling you in the last bull run, I am saying it again here in this bear market. You get played, you lose your money. It's that simple. Okay. Anyways, yeah, let's go look at our positions. But although I'm not trading, but my son is still trading on his Acorn account. But like I always say, I do not condone leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing. All I can say is look down below. There are links: Bydfi, Phemex, Wix, Margex. Okay, follow those links and sign up. If you meet that deposit requirement, that will give you free money. You get the free money, take your money back out and put it where you took it from, and just use the free money. Take $20 out and trade. Practice. Open, close, trailing, stop loss, whatever you have to do with it. I learned by trying and errors. Nobody taught me. You can do the same. Okay? If you're able to turn $20 into 40, 40 into 60, 60 into 100, and so on and so forth, then you are ready to start using bigger money. Bear market is the perfect example how to trade, how you can learn how to trade. Also down below, I do have Acorn, like I mentioned. Acorn is a link I'm using. It's a platform, sorry, I'm using to teach my son how to trade ETFs and stock market. Follow that link. You don't have to meet the deposit requirement. If you register, they will give you $5. It's not enough, but hey, it's a way to start. And also, full disclaimer, if you use that link to sign up and will meet the amount of people they ask for, the channel will get a price, and that price I will split it into two. Half of it I will do a giveaway, and the other half, yeah, I will keep for myself. That's what it is. Okay. So anyways, now let's go look at my son's Acorns. Like I said, since I'm not trading, the only thing open there is my boy's Acorn. Let's see. We got here, and let's see, he was $1,000 up the other day. Yeah, he's still hanging in there. He's still sitting at $1,000. So yeah, he's doing pretty good. I'm proud of my boy. He's doing good. So we see here, yeah, he's up today, 0.45 or 46% on his stocks and ETF. S&P 500, $486, $81 on crap, my glasses, I'm not wearing them. On IJH medium companies, IJR, we're sitting at $25. IXUS international companies sitting at $263. ETFs is also doing good, because on the short term ETFs is still sitting at $53, and the US aggregates is where he's winning on the ETFs. He's still $154. So yeah, he's doing pretty good. I'm proud of my son. Okay, I'm just worried. I'm just here. I'm trying to see how this account will look like by the time he's 20 years old. So yeah, I look forward to seeing that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Okay. Also, don't forget to click that like button. It only takes you a second to click it. Also, don't forget to share so that other millionaire minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. Drop me a nice comment. If you don't have a comment, please just drop me an emoji. That will also work. Until I see you on my next one, my friend, please take very good care of yourselves. Okay, bye bye.